Hi everyone, I'm Yu, a PhD student at the Australian National University. I'm going to talk about our work named Large-Scale Training Data Search for Object Identification. This work is under collaboration between the Australian National University and the Curtin University. We first highlight our research. Our objective is, suppose that we have a large source data pool, which is the combination of the multiple existing reality training sets. We aim to create a small training set from this source pool that can train a model with high accuracy on target validation and testing. We present a search and pooling solutions to the training data search problem in object reality. The source set pool is one order of magnitude larger than existing reality training sets in terms of the number of images and the number of identities. When the target is at its present, from the source pool, our method results in a training set 80% smaller than the source pool, while achieving a similar or even higher reality accuracy. The searched training set is also superior to existing individual training set like the market. I will then go to things in detail, beginning with main motivation. What most of us currently are studying is in a model-centric framework. We aim to improve the training algorithm or model on the fixed set of training and target validation. This process is usually conducted on well-established benchmarks, like the ImageNet and COCO. However, suppose we hope to have a deep learning system for a new target. We may spend first half our time collecting or cleaning data, and then another half of time configuring our deep learning network. Thus, in this paper, we are going to talk about a data-centric pipeline. Rather than focusing on improving models or learning algorithms to get backtrace on the target, we aim to improve the training set to achieve this. That is, under a fixed target validation, we aim to improve the source training data to get improve the target performance. We consider a scenario where we have access to a target domain, but cannot afford to control the fly training data annotation, and instead would like to construct an alternative training set from a large-scale data pool, such that a competing model can be obtained. For a specific target, we point out training a model on the source pool directly might not be a good idea. Firstly, it will be time costly to train a model on a very large-scale source pool. Secondly, from this source pool, we find it is likely to build a better training set, which can have higher accuracy on the target. Given such motivation, we aim to extract images from the source pool to form a small training set that can train a model with high accuracy on the target data. We may select the training set from the real training. From the source pool, we can select the several training set and perform real training and validation, and then we can perform dataset comparison using the validation set accuracy. However, such process is time-consuming and requires labeling for the validation set. Thus, if we can find an indicator other than the validation set accuracy to indicate a good training set, we can use it to perform the training set search. We find such indicator via the correlation study. Here we show relationships between the domain gap, the dataset size, and the rank point accuracy on the target. When this person is targeted in person reality task, the Pearson correlation shows there is a relatively strong negative correlation between the domain gap and the rank point accuracy, as it exists positive correlations between the dataset size and the rank point accuracy. The joint influence shows the training set that has low domain gap and a large dataset size has high accuracy on the target. We show more experiments on vehicle reality tasks, where we observe the similar trend. Motivated by this finding, here we show the workflow of the proposed search and pooling method. We are given a source composed of key existing datasets. From these sources, we aim to construct a training set which satisfies our budget. To achieve this, we perform A, target specific subset search to obtain a subset which has a similar distribution to the target, and then perform B, budgeted pooling to select representative IDs and images, forming the final small training set. Here we show a detailed visualization of our search and pooling process. From the data pool, we first perform clustering, resulting J groups using the k-means method. Secondly, we calculate FID between each subset and the target, and sort them in the ascending order. To build the searched subset, we keep adding subsets with the lowest FID until the FID value of the merged one stops to decrease. This indicates the constructed one called the minimum FID to the target. After the search, we select the representative IDs and images, forming the final training set. As highlighted before, from the source pool, our method results in a training set 80% smaller than the source pool, while achieving a similar or even higher reality accuracy. The searched training set is also superior to existing individual training set like the market, Duke, and MSMT. From the results shown in these figures, we observed that training sets selected using the SMP achieve consistently higher RAD accuracy than those found by random sampling and greedy sampling. For example, when creating a training set for elite person as a target, SMP results in more than 10% and 2% improvement in MMP accuracy over using random sampling and greedy sampling, respectively. When elite vehicle used as a target, the recommended accuracy improvements is more than 7% and 4%, respectively. In conclusion, we studied an interesting and unsolved problem, the training set search problem. To achieve this, we use a very simple method, the search and pooling framework. Our framework can also potentially used for tasks other than RAD, like the object detection and the semantic segmentation. Thank you for your attention, and you can check our paper and code.